Hello everyone, this is Jay and good morning. It's Sunday, so I have my cup of coffee right next to me and I'm about to show you guys and give you an update of my portfolio, show you all of my buys. I hope all of you have your nice cup of coffee right next to you or beverage of your choice, of course. I always like to make my own coffee here at home or get it from work for free, of course, and save that money. And those $5 that I save on buying cup of coffees outside, I'd rather go ahead and put it in the stock market, as you're going to see in a few minutes. All right, everyone. So this is my portfolio right here. And as you can see, this very little position right here is Visa right now, which is not showing yet, but it's one that I added. If you're new to the channel, is 0.6% of my portfolio, but I've been adding to it as of lately. My largest position, of course, is SCHD at 25% of the portfolio right now, 13% on all realty income, which is on a dip right now. I'm going to review it. I think one of my subscribers asked about, if I'm adding, I'm definitely adding more. I've got to take advantage of any dip on any of these companies that I have. And Bank of America is 8.9% of my portfolio. VYM 8.3% of my portfolio. J&J 7.6%. And then all of my positions, all of my other positions are under 7%. Let's go right into the updates tab. But please don't forget to hit the like button to continue to support the channel. And right here, these are all of my purchases, which were all done on January 26th, as you can see right here on column C, which it was Friday. And right here it is. My very first purchase was on VYM, one of my ETFs, one of my favorite ETFs that I really want to grow. Share price was at $113.02. Then, of course, SCHD, $25. I do $25 into each one. I changed that strategy a couple of weeks ago. I used to do $25 on SCHD, $15 on VYM. Now I do $25 into both. And the share price on SCHD was at $77.06. And then, of course, I took advantage of the dip on Visa and I put another $25 into it. I'm deploying the $145 into Visa, but slowly. I'm doing it as a DCA investor. I'm not putting it all at once. I'm going to show you in a few minutes as to why I'm doing it that way. The share price was $266.92. Then I went into $10 into FXAIX, which is my S&P 500 index fund from Fidelity. Share price was at $169.82. Then, of course, realty income, it took a dip. Share price was at $55.07. So I'm like, you know what? Let me buy some more. I haven't bought in a couple weeks. It went under my cost. I can continue to bring down my cost. I've been putting money on other positions. And I have a plan for all realty income. I have a good plan on it. So definitely, anytime it goes under my cost, I'm gonna be buying, as long as nothing changes, of course. And I think it took a dip because they closed the deal already with Spirit Realty. I gotta do a little bit more research. I remember seeing it in the news in one of my prior videos. Then I put $10 into SBUX, which is Starbucks, of course. If you like to get your cup of coffee outside of your house, I do not mind, and especially if you go to the Starbucks. I am a Starbucks shareholder. Share price was at $92.61, of course, and it's on a dip as of lately. It is above my cost, but I can anchor, right? Like Randy explained in many videos past, in one of my videos he put in the comments, and I cannot anchor to a certain price, especially right now. I think Starbucks is at a good price right now. They're having some union issues, so I gotta take advantage of that. I'm sure they're gonna fix it. They're opening stores everywhere. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, I saw something in the news that Starbucks is gonna be opening stores in India also. So that's gonna be even more stores in the world. So I really believe in Starbucks, and I do think Starbucks is gonna be the first coffee shop in space. That I always say that, hope nobody steals it. And whenever you see Starbucks in space, you think of me, of course, and me mentioning it. But I do believe Starbucks is gonna be. I'm really planning on holding long term. Then I got $5 into Pfizer. It's still on a dip right now. This is one that there's a lot of mixed emotions out there other than MPW. And the share price was at $27.45. So I've been buying $5 pretty much on a weekly basis. And I'm going to continue bringing my costs down. I like that 5% dividend yield, which is what I'm looking for in that company. And Kenvue, I put $5. It was under my cost also. I started this position on IPO. 20 share price was at $20.90. Then I put $5 into Vici. It was a little bit above my cost, but I really like it at any price around my cost, which is around $30.10, I think it was. So right now the share price was at $30.44 when I bought it. When it goes under 30, I like it even more. So I make a little bit of a heavier purchase. But I really like Vici. I like their growth. And I'm planning on holding long term also. And then my last one was $5 into J&J. It was under my cost. And the share price was at $159.90. J&J is definitely a great company, in my opinion, of course. It has been in business for many, many years, probably longer than most of us have been alive. So, and yes, it is a good company, right? All right. So, total in purchases was $124.60. I did take some of that cash that I have on the side part to put it into Visa, which is this one right here. And let's go right into my dividend portfolio spreadsheet, which is what I use to keep track of my holdings. All of this information, not all the information, but most of the information I do grab it from my Fidelity brokerage. So the total shares, the total cost basis, I grabbed that from my Fidelity account. And then the dividend also, I grab it from there also. The month that they pay, and right here, I grabbed that from Seeking Alpha or my Fidelity, of course. I updated the Visa, the month that they pay, which is March, June, September, and December. So I added another company that pays on these months, just like Pfizer, J&J, VYM, Bank of America, and SCHD. And then I have a couple monthly payers right here. Kenvue, I also updated because they're going to be paying in February. They pay very weird. So right now it shows that they pay in February, September, and November. I'm guessing that the second payment is probably going to come maybe in like May, I would say. May or June. I'm sure, something like that. I'm thinking more May. So this company started their IPO last year, so they haven't been paying for that long. I have 11 shares, 11.6 shares. Share price right now, it is at $20.84 at the closing on Friday. And my cost per share is $23 flat. So I've been bringing down my cost slowly. I pretty much buy $5 every week, which is like a quarter of a share. I really like buying fractional shares. And then my first position, of course, it is SCHD, which is my favorite ETF. I'm at 34.9 shares, so I'm almost at 35. My goal for this year is 50 shares, which I'm really going to try to get there for SCHD. And I'm almost there. I feel like I'm almost there. I only need like another 15 point something shares. And the price is going up, which is good for my portfolio. I do see it, but I would like for it to go down a little bit again so I can continue buying some cheaper and keep my cost per share down. So in 10, 15, 20 years from now, when it goes up, the share price, I get some nice gains in share price. But I'm really doing this ETF for the yield pretty much, and for that dividend, because I'm not planning on selling this ETF. Hopefully. I'm doing it more for the yield. And then as you can see right here, Old Realty Income, I have 25 and a half shares. Share price is at $54.97. My cost per share is $58.11. I have over $1,400 invested in this company. I'm down 5% because they're at $54. I kind of want to buy a little bit more, actually. Now that I have been growing my portfolio, which is right now valued at $10,775. I'm almost at 11,000. That's awesome. And I'm definitely very excited and motivated to continue growing this dividend portfolio. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you find value to this channel and you feel like it also keeps you motivated to continue investing, even though when you get bored, because sometimes, right, you look at your portfolio and you're like, oh man, I'm not a millionaire yet. Oh man, it's Friday and I'm not a millionaire. What's going on? Well, investing is kind of boring and it grows slowly depending on how much money you put into the market. But if you stay consistent, that's one thing that I've noticed, and this is not financial advice, guys. If you stay consistent, it will continue to grow. I remember a couple months ago, I was like I was at 7,000. If you guys look at my channel, go in my videos before, I was like around $7,000 in market value, and I just stay consistent throughout the year. And if I had any extra money, I put it in here, and nothing, just continuing growing my dividend portfolio, which is showing right here. I'm in the positive by 1%. I'm really happy about it. Why? Because I'm not looking at this right now. I'm growing it right now. This is a very little plant that it still, or tree that it still needs to grow. It's at the very first stage right now. That's how I look at it, and then later on it will definitely give me some fruits. All right, everyone. So right here, Bank of America is still at 28.5 shares. I'm up 17%. I'm really excited about this position right here. I will be selling. I don't think that this company doesn't go with my investing strategy or ideas for the future, but not for now. For now, I'm gonna keep those gains and then collect those dividends, and then maybe in years to come, I'll probably sell it and then maybe put it into something else. But as of right now, it is doing good for me, and I'm planning on holding. VYM, of course, it is my second ETF that I really want to grow in this portfolio. I have other ETFs in other portfolios, but in this portfolio, I have 7.8 shares right now. I've been very bullish on this one also, and I up my contributions to it to $25 on a weekly basis. And my cost per share right now is at $106.48. So I was buying. I should have bought more when it was under 100. But I am gaining some knowledge, which I'm very happy about also. And I really like your comments and your opinions in the comment section. They definitely, I answer to them personally, and I really read them. And I really like them. I really like your opinion. So please don't forget to leave your opinion in the comment section. I'm up 6% in this VYM. I am performing better than in SCHD, which is nice. So yeah. J&J, I have 5.1 shares. I have over $800 invested. I'm down only 0.5%. So hopefully if it stays around this price, I'm going to continue buying more. And then Main Street Capital is performing very well for me, 19% in the positive. I do have the drip turned on, so every 15, which is when they get paid, gets reinvested. It's going to continue bringing my cost per share up, but I don't mind. I got to continue reinvesting so I can continue getting those dividends from this company and keep growing those dividends. I think it's next week when I'm going to do my income for the month of January. So I'm excited about that too. I think I already have almost all of it added up for that video. PG, Procter & Gamble, 3.4 shares. My cost per share is $136. I want to continue adding to this one. Randy, this was one that Randy commented on it, that I've been wanting to increase my shares in here in this position, but the price continues to stay up. I do have to do a little bit of research. I'm going to try to do a little bit of research and see what's the next price that I want to bring up this position right here, because I do like the income from it, and I do like how it's performing. So I think I got to bring up my costs, honestly. I got to start buying $5 here and there, which it won't hurt. And FXAIX, of course, is my Fidelity S&P 500 index fund. I'm up 11%. I'm happy about that. Also, Coca-Cola, 7.4%, 7.4 shares. My cost per share is at $57. I was able to bring it down on the dip. Did you take advantage of that dip on Coca-Cola? I definitely did. Pfizer, 13.3 shares. I'm already at 13 shares. Wow, I'm almost at 15. This is a company that is right now, it's in the news and everything. A lot of people are nervous. Some other people are buying. I'm one of the people buying right now. I'm planning on holding this company long term. Especially the yield on cost right now for me is at 5%, 5.01%. If you pick up any shares, I do believe you get over 5%, way over 5%, which is nice. But really do your research, okay, guys? Not financial advice. I think this one has a lot more risk than some of the other companies that I hold. Apple, 1.4 shares. Share price is at $192. This one is another one that Randy mentioned in the comments. I am up 45%. I do want to invest more into Apple. I see it as such a gain. I don't know if I want to continue to bring up my cost. I really like my cost. I really do wish I would have put more money when Apple was down. But I'm okay as of right now. Vici, it is 9.1 shares. This company, I really like it. I really like their dividend growth also. My cost per share is at $30.17. I do want to continue growing, but I'm not in a rush. But I do like it. I do like Vici. Starbucks, 2.9 shares. My cost per share is at $89.22, as you can see. So it's very close to the price, the share price that is at right now. So I'm gonna continue buying every week. I hope it stays at the low 90s at least for a couple more weeks, so I can continue buying a little bit more. Next week, depending on where we are at with the other companies, I want to put a little bit more than $10 in it. So hopefully it stays around this price until next Friday. And then Kenvue, of course, 11.6 shares. I'm down in the negative 9%. So this one right here, my share price is, my cost per share is $23. So, and right now it has been staying stagnant around $20, $21, $19, the share price. So I'm going to continue buying $5 on a weekly basis. I really like their yield on, my yield on cost is 3.48%. They have some nice yield. MPW is one that is critical right now. My cost per share is $9.29 and the share price is at $3.27. I have 63 shares. I like their dividends. I hope they don't cut it again like they did not long ago. I'm down in the negative 64% right now, $380. So, but I'm planning on continuing to hold. I'm not. If I lose all the money, I lose it. It's okay. I learned from this one. I'm not gonna go with companies like that anymore, of course. But this is why I added Visa. Visa, definitely a company that I really liked. I liked all the numbers that I saw. It is a great company in my opinion. I also have to do some research into UNH, which it was asked by Maytech. So I want to do that, some research on that one this week. Also, I never really done research on UNH. Ticker symbol is UNH, United Health Group. But I want to do it this week, definitely. So I have $64 invested into Visa right now, 0.2 shares. Share price is at $267. I started the position at all-time highs, which it was like around 270, 271. If you guys go back and watch one of the videos that I posted of me adding Visa. And I had to do it because it continued to go up. And of course, what I did was like, you know what? Every time I invest into a company, it goes down right away. So what happened with this one? I invested in it. 2 days later, $267 share price. So yes, I did it on purpose. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I did it, and of course it went down. But that's why I like to do my DCA strategy. I did not put a lump sum. I almost did put all $145 into it, at once, but I'm like, you know what? Let me just DCA into it. Let me put $20. So what I did was $20 one day, $20 the next day. Then I waited into Friday, and then I put $25. So as you can see, my cost per share now is at $269 instead of $270 and something cents that I originally bought it at. So I'm gonna continue doing this. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Maybe during my breaks work, I'm gonna keep an eye on it, and if it goes under even more 267, I'm gonna continue deploying that cash that I have. I'll probably buy a little bit more Monday. I'll keep you guys updated for sure. And then I have $82 in cash right here, which I'm gonna be deploying pretty much into Visa, almost all of it. And I'm not planning on adding any new positions lately, or as of lately, right? And right here, this is what I work for, which is the total estimated yearly dividend. Right now it's at $422 in yearly dividends in the next 12 months if nothing changes, if they don't cut their dividend, especially MPW and Pfizer. Hopefully neither one cuts their dividend. I don't think I'm running the risk on any other company to cut the dividends. I'm hoping I'm right. But those are the only two companies that I will say I am more on a risk of them cutting the dividend. But I'm planning on continuing to hold, and hopefully they come through. And yes, my portfolio gets successful, right? I'm sorry, I lose my train of thought at times. This is not scripted. This is just me talking and expressing myself. I don't edit also, so everything that you guys hear is just coming out at the moment. It's real time, as they say. So as you can see, $422. Let's go ahead and take a look at my chart right here, which I really like. And this is the portfolio salary. Out of those $422 in yearly dividends, I'm making an estimated of $35.25 per month, $8.13 per week. One of my subscribers said I could go get a cup of coffee with those $8 on a weekly basis from these dividends, which is awesome actually. I can't wait until I get like maybe $25, $30, and then hopefully grows into $50, $100 on a weekly basis. So I can't wait for that. Per day, I make per 365 days of the year, I make $1.16. So I'm almost at the dollar store range where I could buy an item at the dollar store per day all year long. So, and per work hour, if this portfolio worked a 40-hour week for the 52 weeks of the year, I will be making 20 cents per hour. So that will be my salary, which I'm working towards being a minimum wage at least. Of course, I want this portfolio to be an extra paycheck for my household, hopefully in the future. And then I really like this chart right here. I look at it on a weekly basis. I stare at it for a little bit, and I like how SCHD is my highest payer at $93 of estimated yearly income. O Realty income $78. I'm really happy about this, especially this $78 is divided by 12. You get it on a monthly basis. So hopefully O Realty income and Main Street Capital, which are my two monthly payers, they pay my bills later on in the future. Hopefully. I make $44 of Main Street Capital. This is not including their special dividend, because they be paying a special dividend also on this company. And then I have Bank of America $27 in yearly dividends, VYM $27. I'm really working towards VYM to continue to go up. As you can see right here is my 4th largest position in my portfolio, and I'm really working on this one to be right here next to O Realty Income and SCHD. J&J also $24 in yearly dividends. That's definitely nice from J&J. MPW right now is at $37. They used to pay me around $50-something before they cut the dividend, which I lost like about $20 right there in yearly dividends. And then Kenvue is at $9, Vici $15 in yearly dividends, Starbucks $6. Apple is only $1.43 right here. I'm really having this Apple for more for growth. Maybe it's one that I should probably sell. Take those gains, maybe put it into my VYM into my VYM ETF, or maybe later on in the future, I'm going to continue to have some gains on Apple. I think Apple is going to go up even more, honestly. Visa is only going to give me 50 cents a year in dividends as of right now, but I'm definitely going to continue growing that position. They have great dividend growth, double-digit % dividend growth, so I'm really happy about that. I want to see how it performs for the next 10 years. That's my plan on it. Hopefully nothing changes. I'm going to try to keep the news away from me also because they start getting you very nervous. All right, everyone. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel so you can continue to support the channel. I really appreciate I'm almost at 500 subscribers. I did not think of and you guys know, some of you have been following the channel, subscribe to the channel for a very long time, since the beginning. Like Maytech, Randy, and others have been subscribed to the channel for a very long time. I did not think I would get to this many subscribers, honestly. I'm almost at 500. I really appreciate everyone's support, and I appreciate how the channel continues to grow. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please leave me your opinion in the comment section, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor and this is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your due diligence and research before investing in the stock market. Thank you.